Does anyone have a question? I talk a lot about, building the foundation inside oneself, developing the core, the very core of our being, the lower chakras, starting with the chi. I talk about this all the time because, it really puts in the whole foundation, for one's spiritual life. Because ultimately the goal is love. The goal is joy. The goal is to have ananda, to be a happy person. That's the goal of all of this. But, you don't get to the goal by starting at the goal. You got to start by being grounded, by building the craft, by developing the chakra system. And that ultimately leads to the place that we have to go. God is love. You know, God is joy, happiness. Happy people are enlightened people. And I think, one can't misconstrue the emphasis I put on the development of the lower chakras, because that is not the ultimate goal. But that is preparation to develop, so the heart chakra can open. And when the heart chakra opens, we literally have worked out our karma here on the earth. We become happy people. We have learned how to transform all the suffering, the difficulty to joy and love. At the same time, the development of the lower chakras gives us the strength and the capacity to activate Kundalini. And the activation of Kundalini is the pathway to enlightenment. So, two things are taking place here. One is we are working out our karma, developing ourselves as human beings to the highest possible level. And at the same time, we are activating Kundalini, which is giving us a pathway to spiritual enlightenment. All of this works together, but none of it is going to work if the very core, the very foundation of our inner life is not developed. It's one of the reasons I stress this so much. Not because I want people to spend all their time just developing those chakras, but those chakras have to be developed if the rest of us is going to open and if we're going to work out our karma and we're going to really embrace God, where the soul can rise into the cosmos and, embrace higher energy in the universe, what's infinite in the universe. What this really speaks to is the remarkable, how remarkable people are inside themselves and how, most people use 5% of their potential. They forget about the other 95%. And they think it's a big deal. Well, the whole purpose of this meditation is to develop 100% of our capacity, or at least get close to that, 80%, 90%. And to be working on those two levels at the same time, karma and enlightenment. Does anyone have a question they would like to? And, frankly, when a person through their meditation works in that kind of depth, it becomes much easier for them to live with themselves. I mean, they open up areas inside that create the kind of lightness of being, an acceptance of the fact that they can be happy people, they can have wonderful lives, all that is just the byproduct of doing that kind of inner work. Does anyone have a question? Okay, if there are no questions, God bless you all. Thank you. And, there'll be class on tomorrow, Thursday evening. Looking forward to seeing everybody. So God bless you. Thank you. Thank you for being in my life. It's really wonderful. And I'll see everybody tomorrow.